at Little John. And the opening tap controlled by the Tigers, a Sweet 16 program a year ago. As we take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by Geico. Reed and Mitchell, the two transfers, have done a lot of damage in their Clemson career.
But both these coaches with the emphasis on getting the ball inside the paint.
Three Cornhuskers averaging over 14 per. Thomas with the left hand and a strong finish at the rack.
Non-conference schedule, in my opinion, really kept them out of the NCAA tournament, and the Big Ten was down a bit last year. But I think that, fortunately, they've got Palmer back.
You have experience in the backcourt, you have a chance. Off the glass, and Mitchell back-to-back buckets.
Program, and loves to see his guards get back in and rebound the basketball.
Here's Watson with his elite speed. Wild shot, gets it to go, 8-4.
Dangerous he can be.
Thomas off the mark from the baseline. And Palmer, there you see the scoring ability, and one. Game number one. From the baseline, Watson Jr. too strong. Offensive rebound, Copeland up with it, and connects to tie us up at 8.
One just throwing Clemson off balance.
And Corey, that trapping pressure has 2-3 zone principles. Clemson's going to have to make some threes to handle it.
From beyond the arc.
8 to shoot. Here's Palmer in traffic. With the bounce, and nicely done.
So far, especially crashing the offensive glass.
Nasty dribble penetration by Watson, who gets it back. And the spin move. Islands Classic last week. Newman. And a fresh 30 once more. An open look for Shelton Mitchell, who connects.
Easy threes, and make sure that we take them out of that and then make everything difficult in the paint. And it's worked for Nebraska, but right now, Clemson doing very well in the paint.
Stop and pop for Reed, the leading scorer for Clemson. That's his first bucket. Tigers lead is 4. A Kenton open look, and it's all net for 25 in red.
Start his career, but guys really develop a lot in that year where they're sitting out.
Sweet still inside in the bucket for Thomas Allen.
He's showing consistently. He has moments where he shows up and has big games, but they're going to need for him to do that consistently if they want to have the year they want to have. And Clyde Trapp.
Tyson off the mark.
The one thing about Tyson, he's not shy. And neither is Roby. The pull-up three in transition. On a dime in that position, but Thomas does a great job turning and getting his body square for the charge.
Mitchell inside the easy bucket, 23-20. Sessions with 2 passes or less. Shooting just 19% inside. Watson and the flush by Copeland.
But look what you get because of the patience by Copeland.
And the Huskers turn it over for the 4th time. Well, a running one-hander, Amir Sims connects. There's 6 to play in our first half. Top of the key. Rare miss for Copeland, but a fresh 30. And Watson makes him pay.
Offensive rebounding.
Position off a long 3 miss on the other end. If you're working on the offensive boards, it just feels like it's more in rhythm. And the turnaround for Copeland is good. He's got 10.
Spurs as well.
And adding to that, let's think about what these two athletic departments are known for. Little stop and pop for Clyde Trapp to make it a 1-possession game.
Points in this one and really earning more and more minutes right in front of us for Brad Brownell.
8 points tonight. Nifty move by Skara, who connects. Huskers by 2. Trapp off the screen. Will feed Sims down low, and a nice move in the paint. Team really challenged Kansas. With a chance to get to the Elite 8, came up just short. Nice pass down low for Thomas. And our second half starts off the same way the first began. High ball screen for Watson. Skip pass to Allen. 6 on the shot clock. And the alley-oop. Copeland with 12. He was ready and waiting. Shot clock does not reset. Roby inside. And Nebraska, a couple of point-blank opportunities, finally connecting as Roby. He's got 5.
And I both looked at the halftime stats. We had no idea that he had that many points, but he's played a very good floor game thus far.
Roby, an athletic finish at the rack.
Well, that was a spectacular move, and you show his ability off the dribble. One of the reasons why he's on a number of NBA draft boards.
Thomas inside, outstanding position. Both teams at 5-1 coming into this game tonight. Copeland. High off the glass, and down it goes.
Success with the 3 guards in the first half. We'll see if Trapp is able to continue his spectacular play.
Palmer, open look from the wing. This is the player for the Tigers that has to find his rhythm. 27 points the last time out, just 4 tonight. And on cue, the kind bounce. And the year before transferring to Clemson. And Reed, silky smooth from the mid-range.
And you see it doesn't take much to get him started. 2 back-to-back buckets. Confidence picks up immediately.
Watson, top of the key. Palmer the flush.
Up with the rebound, the ability to handle the ball, and of course the silky smooth move for the finish at the rim. In Nebraska, just some of what he can do, and his ability to handle the ball at 6'6". And reason why he was a first-team All-Big Ten member a year ago. Making All-Conference, Marquise Reed was a second-team All-ACC member a year ago, looking to be a first-teamer this season.
Deep triple for Palmer, rolls it in. Now Kansas, an impressive win against Tennessee last week. Palmer stop and pop. And the offensive glass, a rejection. Thomas got in there.
Reed and Thomas, probably their 5 best defenders at their respective positions right now. And that's how important this possession is, but give Nebraska credit.
Hoops at Nebraska, that's 20 in red in the paint.
Now, when you talk that, you got to tell me what position was he playing at that side.
He was an offensive tackle, and Reed gets offensive high off the glass. 7 on the shot clock. Thomas back to work. The spin. Gets it to go.
And he made them pay.
Baseline. Palmer banks it in. Roby checks back in with 4 personals inside. Palmer back to work. Out of the timeout. Thomas turns it over. 3-on-1. The dump off to Copeland.
Unselfish play by Nebraska. James Palmer, instead of trying to keep it himself, scores it. And then, of course, Watson with the drop back for Copeland. The big 3 of Nebraska operating perfectly on the fast break. That was an extremely unselfish play by the big 3 of Nebraska. Getting out in transition, and Sims is able to respond with a big bucket for the Tigers.
Palmer. Copeland. Rejected by Thomas. Six to shoot. Watson with the bounce.
Had the mismatch much earlier in the shot clock, yet they waited and took their time to be able to take advantage of it.
Quick response by Eli Thomas on a nice feed from Skara.
You see Clemson in a zone look. They gave up a wide open 3 the last possession they did this.
Quick trigger from Allen.
This year, going with the blonde hair, guys.
Chris, thank you very much. 3-pointer off the mark by Sims. Reed with a big shot from the wing. Directing traffic, pinned at the rack. Nebraska controls, and what an exchange that was. Palmer.
And it turns into an easy highlight level slam for James. And he has definitely played extremely well in front of them tonight as Eli Thomas sneaks in on the missed free throw box out.
And don't go anywhere just yet. A turnover. Mitchell ahead to Scar with the flush. 1 possession game. 3 on the shot clock for Palmer. Desperation heave. In and out.
Right now he's going to let him play it out, but I want the ball in the hands of Reed. Allow my senior to take over.
Traveling.
Free throw.
4 of 5 on the season. Make it 5 of 6, and that was clutch. Tigers have to hurry. Mitchell. The stick back, 1 second remaining, and Brad Brownell will call his final timeout. The inbound to Watson, and that'll do it. Tim Miles, a huge win on the road in round 1.